Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am Lycan Warrior and welcome to the channel. In today's video we are going to be reviewing Conan Exiles. It has recently been fully released, coming out of early access on all consoles and PC. So if you don't know what Conan Exiles is, it is an open world survival game set in the universe of Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian. So moving on from that, I'm going to be giving this title a 7 out of 10, which in my personal opinion is a really strong number for a game. If you're looking for a new game and you're into kind of survival games or medieval fantasy, you're going to love this game. Conan Exiles offers us both single player co-op, PvP and PvE online servers, as well as a chance to rent your own servers and join other people's rented servers. Now once you load yourself into a server, you are greeted by a really in-depth character customization screen where you can choose male or female, race, religion and all the other stuff that we see in a lot of RPG games. Once you've completed your customization, you enter a beautiful cinematic where you can see our character up close being freed by the one and only Conan the Barbarian. One thing I have to say about this game is it starts off really strong and it feels like there's going to be a really in-depth story to the game. However, that disappears very soon and is replaced with a journey system where it's almost giving you little tips here and there of how to level up, so you're always moving forward. However, I would have loved to have seen a little bit of questing in the game, even if it's side quests where you have NPCs asking for hide in exchange for money, which you could then barter from other NPCs to gain equipment or gear, etc. Or even adding factions to the game where you can obtain certain gear from those factions by completing quests, such as maybe an assassin's kind of faction where you have to assassinate NPCs around the world. I feel this would have created a really in-depth dynamic to the game. Maybe we'll see it in the future, who knows. So moving on, since we're going a little bit off topic, this game is a beautiful game. They've recently added a few more biomes, including frozen norths, a swamp, and a kind of a lava kind of mountain. And it is just incredibly beautiful, including like the sounds. So if you climb a mountain, you'll hear like the wind getting stronger the higher you get. You'll hear flies and all sorts of things. It's absolutely one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen, and wasn't quite what I was expecting from a survival game. I wasn't expecting it to be this nice looking or well sounding. On top of that, the combat system is really good. It's really well put together. You can mishmash between heavy and light attacks, creating these combos that just obliterate the enemies. And as on top of your combat, you can like cut people in half, cut their legs off, decapitate people, which is so much fun. Just cutting a man in half is just crazy fun. You get lots of different weapons, including double-handed swords, single-handed swords and shields, axes, maces, pikes, javelins, throwing axes. It's crazy, and it gives you the freedom to kind of play however you want. That being said, sometimes it can be a little bit janky. Sometimes frames drop when there's quite a bit of combat going on. Sometimes the NPCs can be invisible, which can be really annoying if you just get hit and then killed out of nowhere. So moving on from combat, this is a survival game, so you do expect to be doing a lot of building, and the building is extremely diverse and you can do so much with it. It takes a long time to get used to, but once you do get used to it, you can create anything you can imagine, from castles to small huts to anything. And on top of having the normal kind of structures, walls, etc., you have a lot of decorative items that you can place, such as carpets or drums, and this really brings the world to life, and you can create like a wonderful city or village or something and make it look really realistic, which is really good for role players, for example. So to sum it up, Conan Exiles is a really refreshing take on open world survival games, and it really does set a new bar for these survival games itself. It did a really good job at immersing me into the world and really getting stuck into every little thing that the game has to offer. Obviously the game's not perfect. I did suffer with a lot of lag in official servers, being kicked out of servers. It takes quite a long time to find all the servers before it gets up. I often have to wait for 15 minutes or even longer. However, there's always something more that you can do in Conan Exiles, so you're never really going to run out of things to do. But most importantly, I had a lot of fun and enjoyment with this game, and it's a game that I can pick up whenever I really want to, and I know that I'm going to enjoy it. So that concludes my review of Conan Exiles. Please, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, like, and if you have something to say to me, tell me in the comments. I will happily read and reply back to you. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you later.
Are you thirsty, dead man? shall I cut you down from that corpse tree?